Hello, my loves. We are going to receive a message from Spirit today. If this found you, it is meant for you. Always check with your intuition first. These messages are coming through today because an important message needs to be shared. Already, intuition. There is something within you that is waking up, and you are ready for the transformation that is here for you right now. If you've been feeling like you can't help but feel stuck, but then open, back and forth constantly in one foot, one here, one foot in the other world, this is for you. If you feel like you've been doing everything but can't get a full grip on where you're going, don't worry. It's happening with the waiting game. It's happening. Be patient with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. This is going to end well. This new chapter that you're in and coming into fully and grounding into is already yours. This is not something that you can fuck up or not get to. This is already destined for you. This is already done. Your job right now is to focus on your own self. Your solar plexus, for some of you, is coming up. Most of you who watch this will be about your willpower, your will to move forward, your will to become the version of yourself that you know you're meant to be here. Even if you can't see fully how yet, that's okay. But this part of you is ready to become this version of you, this highest timeline version of you that you can access right now. But to fully embody that version of you and let go of the past, it's asking you and inviting you to check in with your energy field, with your solar plexus in particular. For those of you that already do this line of work, this energy work for yourself, go into your solar plexus, see what comes up, see what wants to be shown to you, what needs deeper safety, deeper leadership for yourself and direction for yourself. For those that do not know how to do that for themselves yet, that's okay. There are multiple resources that you can use, including on my playlists. There are multiple ways that you can use sound codes, light transmissions, somatic experiences, specifically to feel safe in yourself so that you create a new foundation within you at a cellular level. There are a lot of memories from the past that are going to be coming up through that process. And right now, if you are currently facing that, you're currently getting all these memories from the past where you felt defeated or you felt hopeless or you felt attacked for who you really are. That's okay. You are creating new safety and love for yourself to hold this, which means that if it's coming up now, it means that you've created the safe space for yourself. So the work isn't for nothing. You coming home to yourself, you loving yourself, it's not for nothing. It's showing you where those parts of you that felt unsafe to share their emotions, you've now created a safe space for them. So allow these memories to show you something, whatever it wants to show you, and as this is doing, you can then let them go. Let them float away. You do not need to hold them anymore. And just because they're coming up doesn't mean that you're going backwards. You're not going backwards because they're coming up again. It's just showing you different levels of truth that you couldn't have seen before because you're in a different place now. You can see new perspectives. You are going to be seeing different contracts that you've made in this lifetime to learn from, and those cycles are closing. Big ass cycles you've been closing. This is not for the faint of heart. You have been showing up for yourself differently. I'm hearing the word devotion. Understand that you have been doing this and it's not the end. I'm hearing it's not the end of the world, which is interesting. It's not the end of your journey where it's just going to stay this way. With triumph here, it's you are moving forward. You are noticing where the red flags have been, and you are honoring them and letting them go. You are seeing your own red flags, your own cycles. You're seeing the red flags for those around you. You are understanding where to set boundaries. You are doing the work. So please be more patient with yourself, because this is already destined. Now, I talk about this a lot. Destiny is an interesting word. Because I'll always say this whenever you get a reading or a channeling from anybody, even your own guides, you will find that answers can change and shift depending on your part of your journey. It is not set in stone, because you are discovering in this lifetime who you really are and your ability to co-create with your God of your understanding, with your God self, with source, with the universe, with love. You are understanding that you get to have what you want. You get to choose it, and it gets to manifest here in this realm, in this physical dimension. This is a visit. This world, this reality, this life, it's a visit. And we're learning how to comprehend energetics, how to be human as a divine being, to recognize that the limitations, the limiting cycles that have come before you are ending with you. They're not here to stay. And neither are the old identities that you've lived, the parts you've played, the contracts that you've fulfilled. Those parts were, in a sense, destiny, because your soul knew what they wanted to experience here, to wake you up to your own power to choose your own destiny. It's a paradox. If you have any questions about that, comment below. But the beauty about this is your destiny is in your hands. It's a co-creation. But to remember your power to co-create, there are destined soul milestones that your soul desires you to experience, and you've been through those. And there are a few more to help you transform fully back into your true essence, your true self. And it's not about being this divine being in a human body where you're divinely perfect in terms of translated through the ego, where, you know, there's a lot of different things in the spiritual community I'm hearing that aren't entirely in alignment, and they won't be in alignment with your truth. But understanding that your soul has a plan you get to lean into right now. It's not like a plan outside of you. It's not a God outside of you dictating your rules, dictating yourself, dictating your life. It's showing you where you still have given your power away to different things, whether it be a higher power without recognizing your own connection to it, or people outside of you, societal constructs, or ancestral patterns, etc. You are recognizing that your destiny is written by you and always has been. And you get to have a say in that because you've already chosen it. So all you're doing is remembering. I literally heard a quote which was beautifully said, is that in this life, our soul has already chosen things for us to experience. And we get to understand in this life why we chose them. And it's, again, not that you're stuck in it, which is the perspective of limitation with the ego, but instead seeing the love there. What is from the lens of love showing you about these experiences, about these disappointments, the pain, the strife, the struggle, the suffering. And it's not making everything positive. It's about understanding that that is one lens. The fear is one lens. There is nothing wrong with it, but it's one lens. And you have the option to choose from an array of them, multitude of frequencies and realities and perspectives. And for those who assume the worst case scenario, which I know on a personal level very well. If we can spend the energy to think of the worst case scenario to protect ourselves, why can't we spend that same energy expecting the best scenario, exploring it, feeling into it, playing with the best case scenario? What exactly is stopping us? The fear of feeling pain, the fear of repeating a memory, an experience. And again, this is not like this is right, this is wrong. It's understanding that that doesn't actually exist, the right and wrong. It's understanding that you get to simply shift to a different perspective, a different viewpoint, a different experience. And that is in your power and in your control. And when we're in a different level of consciousness, we experience this message, which is why it's for specific people. We experience different messages differently. And your level of consciousness, as I see 1111, for those who are meant to receive this message, will understand and be ready for the fact that you do not need to play the part of the victim mentality anymore. You're done. You're finished. You recognize that you are done with the idea that you are trapped, that you are stuck, that even though you feel it, you know that it is finished. And that power of understanding and choosing that it's done will shift it because you are in control. Your God self is in you right now that you get to plug in and tap into at any time. And it is yours. No one is stopping you. Nobody. That is your material harvest that you already fucking have right now. And no one can take that away from you ever. The invitation here is, I see 12:12. The invitation here is to rest and turn inward. To meditate, but not in the way of just calming your mind, which you absolutely can. This is more about channeling your own messages, connecting to your own divine channel, which we all have, to that frequency, to that space of divine love that we come from. It's our natural state. It's not woohoo, even though I love the woohoo. It is understanding that that's where the celebration energy lies, is in that divinity, in recognizing and reconnecting to that love already within us. That is the cure for everything. It is. There is no way about it. That's what we search for. That's what we crave, is that love that we already have within us, but we forgot that it was never locked. We forgot that we never needed a key. We never needed permission. It was always there. We just forgot. So let this be your reminder that you get to access that now. Comment below if you desire support in how to channel. I'm going to be doing a class very soon to help you activate yours. For those who are needing energetic support, helping you rewrite or activate your dormant divine DNA, energetic DNA, I channel light codes specifically for that. Light codes help you come back to the frequency that you were made from, that you come from. And it helps you shift it back into alignment like that. And you can use them as many times as you need. This is called the code experience that I channel 10 different light codes to help you come back to your true self over and over again, more and more, becoming who you were, who you really are before you came down to this planet. So let me know how this lands. I am excited, and check out all the other videos for all the other sound code and light language transmissions. I'll see you soon.